Good afternoon, everybody. Crypto Strain here. This afternoon, I'm going to talk about Bitpanda. I spoke about this exchange many times, but the last video I did was actually 23rd of January 21, so it's been a long time since I've given an update. When I've done that video, that January 21, you can see I hold quite a bit on Bitpanda nowadays. I do hold a fair bit on exchanges, but not so much nowadays as I used to. So I hold it on private wallets, etc. It's entirely up to you. I've never had any issues with Bitpanda. I've used it a few years now. It was actually created in 2014. And I've always spoken very fondly of this because when we went through all the problems with Coinbase and BINANCE, where you wanted to like deposit with debit credit cards and withdraw to banks, that was all stopped on those sites at various stages. However, Bitpanda stayed solid throughout. I've never had any issues withdrawing to my bank. It's just actually no issues whatsoever. It's based in Austria, so we want to draw to a bank, use what you call in the European SEPA. Bitpanda.com has always been geared for the European market, okay, but they also do have Bitpanda Pro, okay, very similar to many other exchanges, many tokens on here, etc. And you can see on CoinMarketCap, it's obviously not the biggest by any stretch, however, still has nearly $14 million in trade in the last 24 hours. So still doing absolutely fantastic. Now, as I say, when I've done that video last time, I spoke very much how to get started with Bitpanda. I put the link below the previous video. Their dashboard hasn't changed much, but what Bitpanda offer has changed massively as we go through the video. Now, join Bitpanda. There is a link below. It's entirely up to you as a referral link to support the channel. But when you go through, you log in. Obviously, we've stated this many times. Strong password, set up your Google 2FA, etc. Now, this is where they're a lot different now from before, okay? It states here, all your investments are all on Bitpanda. This is where it's changed massively since my last video, okay? Obviously, the cryptocurrencies, they've added many new tokens since my last video, obviously. But what they've got now is actually stocks and ETFs. Invest in fractions of your favourite companies without committing to a whole share. Every big company you can imagine and corporation is on here. But also they've got the crypto indices, but also precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, etc. Okay, so the fact that like an all-in-one site does have your cryptos as well as your metals, as well as all the massive stocks from all the huge corporations as well, again, it's like an all-in-one site for everything you want to do for your investments. Okay, it's never financial advice, as you know, on here. However, this is a superb site if you want to diversify away from just cryptocurrencies. Okay, now what I like about it is you sort of go through it. It gives you like a brief view of the site. Okay, and I like the fact their dashboard before you sign up gives you this insight into what they do. Also, they've got here the Bitpanda Academy, where you can learn all about investment, Bitcoin, and blockchain. You can even earn some free BEST, the token of Bitpanda, for just learning about what Bitpanda do and what blockchain is in general. Now, so when you're on the actual portfolio, this has not, the dashboard and portfolio, etc., has not changed since done the last video. Perhaps they should update the dashboard. However, you also see here all the different parts. Okay, it's got here my favourites, what I've sort of bought at the time. Now you can see Amazon and Tesla, etc. You can also create a savings plan. Now I've never actually done the savings plan. I merely just hold and set up profits. That's always been my plan. I don't, as you see there, don't have much on the exchange at the moment, but it's a great way to buy and then send to a private wallet or just hold on it. As long as you've got your strong security in the 2FA, I've never seen any negative comments about Bitpanda. It's been a solid now for over 8 years. It really is one of those sites where I've got complete trust in it, okay? However, you must do your own research, as we always say. But I say the dashboard hasn't changed much in all this time. Okay, but what also like, when you go on the prices, on the top there, prices, now it's basically got here, you can see all. So it depends if you want to look at everything, from the stocks, the ETFs, the metals, the crypto indices, and the cryptocurrencies itself. But you can see all the different ones you can invest in. Now, if I want to break it down to, say, stocks, okay, you can see there. Even invest in Twitter on here, okay, hotels, even Cathay Pacific, the airline, okay, Gap, the clothing company. There's just so many. EasyJet, there you go, look, it's just everything on here you can imagine, every type of investment. And you can see here on the charts as well, everything going on. But it's there's many corporations and huge companies here. You've got your ETFs. Again, there you can talk about different stocks. Okay, Indonesian stocks, okay. It's just so much on here. Asian real estate. Anyway, the list goes on. Okay, but if you select all, I say it's obviously a long list to go through. But as I say, this site is like an all-in-one. And that's what I like about it. I truly do. Now, when you go on here, it's so easy. If you go on trade, for example, now what you can do here is sell. And obviously, you sell it to you. For instance, here, GBP, British pounds, and I can draw it to my bank. Or you can just do a swap. For example, I've got a little bit of Cardano on here. If I went from Cardano, I could choose an asset here. You can see gold, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla. There's so many. Just scroll, can do that. So it's instantly, it's not like you have to go from a crypto to fiat to the metal or stocks or whatever. You literally can go straight from a crypto to a stock. This is what I really like about what they do on here. Now, also, you scroll here on also the deposit bit as well. Now, you can see there, British pound sterling, Swiss franc, euro, also US dollar, okay? And you can, all these different ones, all these different cryptos here. So I say they have improved their stocks and what's actually listed on Bitpanda. You can see there's a lot of coins on there now. Obviously, it's nowhere near what you're going to get on someone like Binance or Gate, for example. However, when you consider this an all-in-one site, I think it's absolutely fantastic they offer such a broad range covering all types of investment. So, also, you can see on Bitpanda, say, who are we, the team. You can see there, they've got the CEO there. Obviously, they've done extremely well building up this project over the time. It states there, was founded in 2014 in Austria, as we said, with the aim of making investing accessible for everyone. And it states there, they've now got 1,000 team members, 50 plus nationalities in the team, and 3.5 million users. So it's doing absolutely fantastic. Okay, you can even join the team if you want to. It states there what we do. Okay, now, I just like the fact they're so transparent. I do find it extremely honest on their social media, on their blog. Their blog is constantly updated. We'll show you that in a minute. But also, on the last video, we talked about their token BEST, 36 cents. Okay, now the market cap was 142 million. Obviously, I say this was January 21, and the market changed massively, obviously since then. Here we are today, it's nearly 84 cents. Okay, the market cap is just approaching $300 million. So obviously the market's changed where it's much higher than this. But with the market the way it is, it's still a solid project with their token. 35% is out there. Volume in the last 24 hours to me is really low. It's only $16,000. However, but as I say, strong, steady growth. It's an ERC20 token. But also, this news today was basically Bitpanda goes public with crypto securities on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. It's basically announced expanding its portfolio and offering 4 more exchange-traded notes, ETNs. With its latest product expansion, Bitpanda will be offering another digital financial product for private investors, as well as for institutional investors, in addition to investments in Bitcoin tokens. Investments in Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, Polkadot tokens are also now offered for users. So again, they're expanding all the time. That was news literally released today. Okay, now other news, which was great to see, but let's be honest, a little bit slow getting going with it, was staking on Bitpanda. They've literally announced this today. So I really like the fact they're finally getting involved with staking. We speak very positive about staking on here. Most exchanges do offer this, so again, it's great to see that Bitpanda are getting on board. And it states there, staking is one of the most requested features by the Bitpanda community, and it's coming soon. Bitpanda staking will give our investors the possibility to earn rewards on various crypto assets. Stay tuned for updates. Okay, and it goes through what staking is, etc., and the benefits, etc. So I'm really pleased that Bitpanda is now offering staking. It'll be great to see their APRs and what they're offering and which tokens you can actually stake. So I may well just stake on Bitpanda because I do stake a lot on Binance and Coinbase, etc., and especially Gate, just purely for the ease of it. Okay, your APR might be slightly less if you went completely decentralized. However, sometimes it's just easier, especially on Binance, etc. Very easy. So I'm really pleased that Bitpanda are offering this staking. Okay, now one last thing. There is a link below, as I said earlier. States there, each friend needs to sign up, be verified to complete a fiat deposit of at least 25 euros and a trade a minimum of 25 euros. Not only will you receive, i.e. myself, 10 euros for each successful referral, but your friends also get 10 euros. So deposit 25 and basically you'll have 35 to trade with. Okay, so I think that's really good. Now, it's entirely up to you. You don't have to use my link. As I say, I genuinely do appreciate everyone does sign up using my link, but it's entirely up to you. What I say is, just got an overview of Bitpanda. I just love the fact it's like an all-in-one site now for investments, covering, say, metals and stocks, etc. Anyone want help, as usual, email me info@cryptostrain.com, all social media links below. If anyone's struggling, trading, although they do make it quite easy, however, as I said before, just getting involved with crypto at the beginning is very difficult, isn't it? When your first crypto transaction is very confusing and mind-blowing, isn't it? So anyone want help, don't hesitate to reach out. We can even do like a on Instagram. We can do a FaceTime where I can show you screen and show exactly what you do. If you're struggling, it's not a problem. So don't hesitate to reach out to me. So thanks very much. Have a wonderful day. We'll chat again soon. I've been researching so many different projects lately. You know, I really have a massive list, but I'm getting through it. Many exciting projects in the making. I think it's going to be another wonderful year. So thanks very much. We'll chat again soon. Cheers now. Bye.